What a day it's been. I'm telling you guys, it just keeps going. Just when you think Leah McSweeney was going to take up the rest of this week with, the news of her lawsuit, Rachel Leviss has to come in and steal her shine. So we obviously have to talk about that. We also have to talk about the Bravo Lebs, the Housewives that are coming out and defending Andy Cohen. That's right. Luann, Dorinda, and Cynthia all came to Andy's defense regarding Leah McSweeney's accusations in her lawsuit. But it doesn't stop there because Jax and Brittany from the new upcoming show, The Valley, have announced their separation after 4 years of marriage. So we obviously have to ponder about that and what's going on there. So, yeah, let's just dive right on in, my friends. Welcome to the Daily Bravo Digest, where I, Giorgio Takanakis, from Giorgio Says, takes you through today's top Bravo celebrity stories, and I give you a quick synopsis so you don't have to go searching for the information yourself. So let's dive into today's hot topics. All right, so let's start with the housewives that are coming to Andy's defense because, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Bravo universe. There's a lot of stuff coming out in terms of allegations around Andy Cohen specifically. So, I'm sure it's nice for him to see some of his employees coming to his defense because, some of the things are questionable in terms of what Leah is accusing the network, Andy, all these, things in terms of her alcohol triggers and addiction issues and what the show did for her negatively that prevented her from staying sober. So, we have Luann de Lesseps, who's very well known and documented for drinking way too much, getting herself in a lot of trouble, right? But she did speak to TMZ and she stated that the alcohol and parties are just part of the housewives. It's just part of the, that world. They go to parties, there's, social gatherings, there's alcohol around. We all know this. I said this yesterday as well. But she denied being forced to drink, saying that everyone's personally responsible when they're in addiction recovery. And that is very true. The only person that's responsible for staying sober in Leah's case is Leah. And obviously Luann denied ever hearing anything about Andy using cocaine. Now, do I think that anybody would actually come out and say that out loud in this situation? No. So I'm not really expecting Luann to say yes. Do I personally think she has heard that rumor before, heard it to be the case, allegedly? Yes, I do. But the other housewife that's come out in defense of Andy was Dorinda, and she expressed sympathy for, basically all this backlash that Andy's getting. Also questioning McSweeney's return to the show if she felt uncomfortable, meaning, yeah, exactly what we said yesterday, right? Why did Leah come back and do Ultimate Girls Trip if she was so uncomfortable after doing 2 seasons of Housewives? Dorinda went ahead and highlighted her own positive experiences working with Bravo and with Andy personally, and also stressed the importance of adult accountability for their own actions. Because again, no one's forcing anyone physically to take drinks and sit there and pour liquor down people's throats and throw them in front of cameras. Yes, it's around. So if you don't choose to pick up a cocktail, then you can't be drunk, essentially. And so, but Cynthia Bailey also came out and stood with the other two and denied being forced to drink or hearing about Andy's alleged cocaine use. Again, why would anyone come out and say they have heard that? And then also highlighted the need for people that have substance and addiction issues to make smart choices, meaning if these environments are triggering to you in any capacity where you would feel the need to want to drink or do something that is negative, then you should absolutely remove yourself from that situation, or, make smarter choices. Don't put yourself in environments where it's going to be heavily influenced by the things that trigger your addictions. So we obviously need to go ahead and jump into our next story, which is about Rachel Leviss and this lawsuit that she has towards Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix for revenge porn. Can I say porn on Instagram? Porn, I'll say porn just to be safe. But it's also for invasion of privacy. And this is wild. I'm just shocked at the timing, I guess. I would have thought this would have happened a lot sooner. So basically, Rachel's lawsuit accuses Tom and Ariana of revenge porn, invasion of privacy, and eavesdropping. So this whole thing came about because obviously Scandival happened, and because it left a negative impact for Rachel, the lawsuit is saying that, her life was significantly impacted. And also, she went into a month-long inpatient treatment for mental health issues regarding the aftermath of the, Scandival of it all. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages and demands the destruction of all copies of the sex tape. So I guess if it was sent around, they want to make sure that all copies of it have been destroyed, which completely understood if it was sent around. But the thing is, I do recall Ariana saying that she never sent it to anyone. It was merely that she found it in Tom's phone. So it's just interesting that she's being dragged into this just for simply discovering the video that Tom's the one that did this. So it's just strange that she's gotten roped into it. But yes, go ahead, sue Tom for these things because he did do this without your permission, Rachel. I fully stand with you on that. I'm just a little confused on the Ariana part. It almost feels like she's being punished for simply finding the evidence of Tom cheating on her with you, Rachel. Interesting. Leviss also accuses Bravo and the show's producers of sacrificing her well-being for commercial interests. It also states there that they were preventing her from publicly defending herself during this whole situation of Scandival. And obviously, we have our high-profile attorneys, Mark Garagos and Brian Friedman, representing Rachel and all this. So, they are the go-tos, it seems, for anything Bravo pop culture, reality TV related in terms of legal matters. Okay, so let's jump into our last story of this episode. This is unfortunately about Jax Taylor and Brittany Cartwright. Now they, Brittany on their podcast made a comment around the fact that they are both living in separate houses. So she's in a different house altogether. And then we have People Magazine saying that they've announced their separation after 4 years of marriage. Timing just seems a little bit convenient in the sense of we have the new show, The Valley, that's premiering in March. It's not too far away because tomorrow's March 1st. So it's just interesting that this news is coming out now. Now, is this something that's going to play out on their new show, The Valley? It may. You got to do what you got to do. It's a new show. I get it. I want it to succeed too. So obviously, let me know your thoughts on these stories down below. Till tomorrow's episode, guys, I'll talk to you on the next one. All right, bye.